So welcome everybody into another scalping backtesting video. As we left in the previous one, it was a Friday, the 22nd of September. We saw the New York session. Now what we are looking at is the Monday, the 25th. So it was last Monday, I would say. Yes, last Monday. And we are on euro dollar and looking at the London Open. So as you can see here, right on the right hand side of my screen is exactly the pre-London Open, is sort of the European session open, and we can already start to plot some sort of PSAs. The price is not really trending, although we are seeing an increase in the bearish momentum from these previous highs. So let's see what is actually price action showing us in the first minutes and in the first couple of hours already of the session. So we're going to go basically candle by candle, and we're going to watch and analyze trade ideas. So far 11 minutes into the session, we're now starting to see that there is a bullish price action. We might want to see a clear breakout and maybe one candle more, a bullish candle showing strength, and then a quick retest of these last highs. Although we are still having, we are against some strong resistance over here. So for the safest trade, I would advise to myself even to wait as long to see the price actually trending on a sort of more macro time frame, even though we're talking about the last few hours, because at least on the chart, that's what I would love to see. Especially, this break and retest is not really optimal, and that would be that I would love to, I would want to be the first one taking the trade. But yeah, anyway, just for the sake of education, let's say that we take this trade, and as always, we have our 2.5 pip stop loss, which is going to be, let's see. So we enter at this candle close. So 2.5 will be basically just below these candle bodies. And let's see what the actual price action is telling us. I don't really like to take this trade, but just as a setup, it might be interesting to understand. As always, if we see some price action, some candles moving up around here, that's where I will move my stop loss below the last candle, the last higher low. As you can see over here, yeah, not really a good price action, and we would have taken our first loss if that was the case, if we wanted to take this very fast and risky trade. Because as I told you, as long as we don't have a clear trend, taking the first trade of the day, of the session, is quite a risk, and it's quite a gamble. So let's see. Now let's see if we are holding now these lows, and let's see. I don't want to lose the focus and lose the macro that we are still in this range. So I don't want to really just take sells below these lows and whatever, because we might get stopped out, and get stuck into what's the word? Into a possible range. So what we see now is we see that the price failed to break below, and what it actually did was to break above these highs, the last pivot highs, retesting, and then move on. Same thing, we're still below these last highs. If we took this trade, and now we are approaching London Open. What time is it? Yeah, we are 15 minutes before London Open. With the momentum, we could take this trade, and due to the fact that of our adaptive stop loss policy, let's say, that so as soon as we see the price spiking up, that's when, especially over here, as you can see, our original stop loss that would have been exactly there gets moved up basically right below the candle, which means that we are only risking now less than a pip. As you can see over here, that's moving up the stop loss as the trade goes in our favor, and especially now we might 2.53 we might take advantage of the breakout of this candle, especially if the London volume is coming in. Okay, price is pulling back, we're making another leg, and yes, so far now we are up like 4 pips, and it's yeah, a few minutes, 4 minutes before London open. There you go, a single candle took us out basically at break even, but that's good, that's okay. That's the risk of taking an entry so close to London open. London open is still, yeah, it's around here. So let's see if we have these lows, and let's see if they get retested. Yeah, not. Price is messy. So let me just, what I wanted to do is this one. So I wanted to take the screenshot of this trade and take the screenshot of the, so after removing this one, of this second one. Okay, which got stopped out for like a very minor loss. Now let's see about some price action during the London session. Okay, now we might be moving up. Price is still not trendy, so I'm not really, I mean, I took 2 losses. I'm quite sketchy of taking this entry straight away, because we between these highs and lows in this price, in this like 8-9 pips, might be a lot of ranging, going up and down. So as the first trade over here, I don't really want to be the first one taking the trend, so I will wait for it. And okay, yes, so we see that we would have incurred a small loss, because even with an entry that would have been over here, we would have pushed the stop loss above, but since the price failed to make a new high, we would have got a loss. So I'm happy not to have traded, and that's just one simple case of just waiting for something to happen, not trying to force a trade. Exactly as we did over here, we tried to force it, but yeah, that's it. So we can see that the price is retesting these lows, but still, since I didn't take the buy, I will not take any sell in this range. It's not like this price action now is more confirming than the previous one. So I will want the price to clearly break below and tell me, okay, now we are starting to trade, to trend. If you want to be part of it, just catch it. Okay, so as you can see, price is retesting this area multiple times, and we're coming, yeah, half an hour after London open. Now this is a nice candle breaking below these lows, so that's I would love to see. It was not a full retest that as I would have wanted to see, but as you can see, the price is going down and has clearly started trending. So here, if I was to take possibly a very high risk high reward entry, would have been over there. Otherwise, as you can see, we could have been part of it with this sort of retest, or entering at this retest. You can see that here there's no bullish candles. There's no real pivot. For example, this candle, it made a quick retest. So any candle of between these two or this bullish one would have been a nice entry. The price is trending, and it is absolutely a good setup to take. Over here, if this was our entry, this would have been the stop loss. There you go. That when the price is now moving down, we would move basically at break even, right above our entry, so right above this pivot. So we would be risking basically 0, and we would be aiming for like a 7, 8, 10 pip TP. Okay, doesn't really look like, but I like that the price is rejecting these lows. It only went like 6 pips. I would want another leg of this bearish trend to continue and to possibly break below these lows. Remember that now we are at break even. We're not taking any loss from this trade. And so that's just an upward risk, so which means that it's just a reward in any case. So yes, okay, that was the case. We got out at break even because there was no price action, and possibly there was also some news, so I don't really know, because there's a spike in volume, and that was basically it. Also, if there would have been a news at this time, which is at 10, probably I would have not traded before that. I would have waited for it, but yeah, this is just basically based on the technical analysis. That would be it. So I don't even know about the news, so I will just for curiosity see what would happen over here in terms of price action. We have these strong PSAs. Now there's a lot of volume in the chart. Let's see if we manage to break below, especially these lows, and stay below that. Okay, as you can see, we break and retest these lows, and that's why we go for 7 pip. We come back to plus 1 pip, and very slowly, I think, yeah, in 1 hour we reached our 10 pip TP. Yes, so I mean, this would have been the further trade, as I was saying, breaking below these lows. Stop loss, original stop loss would have been over there. So we take the retest. So this is the stop loss. Okay, and here in any case, probably would have taken below these lows like 7 pips the TP because of the previous trades. So now we will remove that here and then here, just to make it safe. Okay, so we basically are closing. This is because I want to close the session as profitable, because we took 2.5 pip loss, 1 pip loss, I would say, so 3.5 pips, 1 break even. So even having a 7 pip will mean that I am profitable for the session, and that's okay, good, in order to go into New York session a little bit, as I would say, with more confidence, and not really beaten down and trying to come back from a loss. Over here, we are approaching New York open. New York hasn't opened yet. This was the last pivot that we were interested. New York is opening over here. Let's have a look at the price action. As you can see, there's no real retest over there. This one would have been a retest of these lows. I would have not taken, because of course this is like, yeah, 15-17 minutes later, so it's more of a pullback than a break and retest that I will take. But if we see like it here, these trade, I mean, now it's hindsight, absolutely, but for example, this entry, after the price is breaking below, staying below, and then retesting this last order block lows, in this case with an order block, with a, what's the word, with stop loss of 2.5 pips. When we move down, we move it right above here. In this case, we could even place it at break even, because when there's no point risking this 0.7 pips if our entry is exactly over there. This will be already at break even. And let's see, during New York time, this is already 5 pips. We could still take 7, 8, 9, 10 pips of profit, especially if we see that there's a strength in the chart, and especially now for me to confirm the strength, I would love to see the break below these lows, exactly as it is. Is it staying below? Yes, as you can see, we would have had further re-entries. So for example, an entry over here, this one would have been taken out if we were just to, let's just say that we wanted to take re-entries. So it would have been stopped out over here. Okay. with this one already in profit and at break even. So I don't know where it would be. I mean, if we took the exact one, we would have not been stopped out. But yeah, let's say we got stopped out. This one is still running and is reaching, I think, the 10 pips. Yeah, if the entry was at a candle close, would have already reached 10 pips. But yeah, that's it. I think we also now we didn't have this entry. The entry would have been of the retest of these lows over here. So okay, so this one for sure now it's a winning trade. Our re-entry would have been probably a loss, I'm not sure. And if we would have re-entered again, we would have got probably another win over here if we re-entered anywhere over there. So this is the original trade. Since we are staying in the trade, we could have also moved the stop loss closer, but it's not something that I like, because I don't want to. If this one is simply retesting these highs, I don't want to be stopped out at 1.5 pips of profit instead of a 10 pip 10 pip, just because I just wanted to be safe and avoid a loss. So now this one is a 10 pip. Yes, okay, down here. So let's take the screenshot of this full win. Okay, so now let's have a look at the price section. We have these highs and these lows. We're coming into a new 4-hour candle. Okay, very nice. Now we are staying in this range. That means if we break above or below, there might be exactly some nice volume. For example, over here, let's see. If we risk it over here, what is going to happen? That's awesome. We will have a stop loss of 1.5 pips. It will be safe. So let's say that we enter at the candle close after the retest. It's a little bit far away, so depends if I would have been able to enter higher than that. But as you can see, as soon as the price starts to drop, we adjust the stop loss accordingly, and then it goes, I think, to 10 pips. Okay, yeah, it then goes to 10 pips. So another win. This one was no insight, no nothing. Anywhere, even at the candle close, would have been a win. So that's okay. And yes, that's the second win of the London of the New York session. As I said, nothing. So now what I'm looking at after we get our TP hit, we get the retest of these lows. This would have been a possible further entry if we would have already got our win from this level anywhere over there. We would have been able to re-enter over here, and that is breaking below. It's a little bit sassy, but it's okay. Especially the best entry would have been below these lows. And let's see if it is giving us further opportunity. This would have been a very high risk, high reward entry. It's not as clean as a retest, and so there's no really setup trigger, but might be that the price is making a new lower high, a little bit higher than this PSA, but still going down. Okay, yeah, would have been a loss. Now we are talking about these lows. Let's see if we get a retest. Okay, yes, so no real entry. I don't know if I want to take this other side trade. I mean, since we already profitable for the day, we got very nice wins during the New Year session. We might just risk a 1% or 0.5% on this trade and just see how it moves, how it goes. So here the stop loss would be over there, exactly where I put it. So this would be the stop loss. Okay, not really the price action, but there is not really time already to place it the stop loss closer. Now, yes, as you can see, now we are running basically risk-free. So this was a stop loss, that was the entry. So we are basically now running risk-free. We move the stop loss above. And we're now basically risking 0.7 pips, and we are up like 5 pips. Since it's the end of the day, we can either put it at break even and just hope that it goes to 10 pips because we are risk free, or we might take like 5, 6, 7 pips and get out. Take our last profit for the day, which are still profit, and simply get out. As you can see, the price will drop back. We go on like 5.5 pips, and yeah, that would be basically a break-even trade just to close off the day. Okay. I don't even know if there was any news or anything. Simply price action wise, risk-free. That's it. There's a lot of momentum on the downside. Let's see if it will continue until London close. If it will continue to push down. Okay, as you can see, we had the breakout and the retest, so we got our further trade opportunity. That's because if the price continue to chop like this, then there would not be any entry. But I mean, we can even say that this one was a minor loss, and that's okay. And since there's still a lot of volume in the chart, we can still find good opportunities. So for example, this entry over here with a stop loss, that would be, I don't know, realistically above these candle highs. Yes. When it starts to move down, of course, we adjust it. We basically place it at break even, and yeah, we can of course get back the loss that we got in a few seconds. I think it even goes to like 10 pips. Yes, so that's actually a fully profitable trade. Yes, anywhere over there was a TP. So as you can see, we close off the day with another win. Yes, so this one would have gone then to break even, just for the sake of not risking anything at the end of the day. There you go, and let's get the screenshot of this. So these one are the old ones, and I can go at the setups. So now just have a look at the recap of the day. Okay, so we're coming with so it's a minus 2.5. This one was a -1. This one was a break even, so nothing. And this one was a +7. Yes, because we wanted to close the London session profitable. Then we have a +10, +10. So it's a +20, -1.5, let's say, I think, and +10. As you can see, 32 pips of profits on EurUsd. If you think that when I lose a full 2.5, it's a 1%, this is divided by 2.5 times. So yeah, it's a plus 12% of the day. So absolutely good, absolutely Gucci. Nothing to say about it. So that's it for this recap session. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.